Welcome to Module 3, Lesson 16. We are going to have some fun today. We're going to be working with some word problems and translating them into tape diagrams or bar models. So this is going to really expand our abilities with these bar models. So my first problem here says two ribbons, A and B. In other words, we have them. 1/3 of A is equal to all of B. Draw that tape diagram. So 1/3 of A is equal to all of B. So if I have A and I have B, 1/3 of A, so I'll do A and I'll cut it into thirds, is equal to all of B. That wasn't so bad, was it? All right, we're gonna have more fun though than that. We're gonna get a little more complicated. So this could be a high school algebra problem, but we're gonna do it with a bar model in 5th grade right here. So we have half of Robert's piece of wire is equal to 2/3 of Maria's wire. The total length of their wire is 10 feet. How much longer is Robert's wire than Maria's? My goodness. Well, instead of panicking, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bar model. So I have this important number here, this half of Robert's is equal to 2/3 of Maria's. So let's see here. If I have Robert's, I'm going to have, there's his wire, and half of his wire is 2/3 of Maria's. There's the half. And that fraction 2/3 here says that I have 2 pieces out of 3. So if I have 3 pieces, 2 of those has to equal half of Robert's. So I really need this to be in 2 pieces. And then I need another piece so that 2 of hers is, or 2/3 of hers is the same as half of Robert's. Well, let's make our equal parts here. So now I have a bunch of equal parts. Well, now the model's done. We're in pretty good shape because we know that all together says it's 10 feet. So if I look here, let me change my color. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal parts equal to 10 feet. So that means that 10 feet divided by into 7 equal parts is going to give me my answer for one piece here. So that's that one piece. So let me draw that here. You want to know Robert is how much bigger than Maria? So if I find what 1 unit is, then I've got my answer. So 1 unit is 10 feet divided by 7, which is just 10 sevenths. That divide symbol is the same as a fraction bar, and that's going to be equal to 1 whole with 3/7 left over feet. There's my answer. This next problem is enough to scare all of your parents. Half of Sarah's wire is equal to 2/5 of Daniel's. Chris has 3 times as much as Sarah, and all their wire measures 6 feet. How long is Sarah's wire? My goodness, how do we start this? Well, we have a similar start that we had to the last problem. We have Sarah, and we know that half of her wire is equal to 2/5 of Daniel's. Well, again, if I did that fraction 2/5, it's going to look something like this. And there's my 2/5. I have 2 pieces out of 5, which are going to be equal to Sarah's. So if I were to do that, 2, another 2, and another, this would indeed show me half of Sarah being equal to 2/5 of Daniel's wire. So that's that piece. Another 2/5 comes to the end of Sarah's, and then we have one of those fifths sticking out on the end. Chris has 3 times as much as Sarah. Here's Chris. So he has, there's 1, and 2, and 3. And to make those parts equal, let's go back. Let's see, 2/5 is equal to half of Sarah, so I can break hers in half. And now Sarah's and Daniel's pieces are equal parts. And then if I go like this with Chris, then I'm going to have equal parts between Chris and Sarah, and Daniel. We're all set. Now we know all this together is 6 feet. Well, if I count up my pieces, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for Sarah, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Daniel is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pieces in all. So, if I take my 6 feet and I divide it into 21 equal parts, that's the same as 6 over 21 feet. And I can simplify that by dividing by 3, and I get 2/7 of a foot. Each one of my units then is equal to 2/7. There's 2/7, 2/7, 2/7, 2/7. All of these are 2/7. And if I put them all together, I will get 6. So now they're asking us, how long is Sarah's wire? Well, Sarah is 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 2/7. Each one of these units is 2/7. So I have 2/7, I have 2/7, I have 2/7, and I have 2/7. That's 4 groups of 2/7, or 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. So Sarah is 2/7 plus 2/7 plus 2/7 plus 2/7, which is 2, 4, 6, 8/7 of a foot, or 1 whole and 1/7 of a foot. And that is my answer. All these problems are just variations of that, trying to translate words into a picture, and then once you get the picture, you are good to go. You will be solid. And that's it for today's lesson.